The call comes in here that everyone is hard hitting their way through. Plants going down, still watching out for the flank, but now Koi have got to battle their way back into the site. They just conceded control of. Perfectly timed TP out as well.
A couple of kills being traded back as Heretics find a few. Benji Fishy showing up in the first round. He is silent and a killer. We're not even seeing him on the screen as he finds two.
Just keeping himself busy for sure, but Heretics come out fighting.
They're looking for some late aggression, but they should have heard that camera being tapped into. Still just holding that breach stun off of the contact, and they find the one. That's absolutely perfect. That forces Heretics to accelerate on the south side. They've already opened up the door into sand.
Yeah, I mean, they're pushed deeper in towards Dish here, which means site is slightly exposed. Vove's going to find a freebie, and that is site completely clear. They're in a spot here to get the spike down. Clearly not fully aware of that themselves, but Koi are starting to swarm back in.
Mixwell's so important here on the flank. The retake ult is coming in as Mixwell finds one, but Trex is already onto site.
That's it. Now look how towards the scars come through. They managed to get in a spot where that spike is down on site. Not yet planted, so it's a lot of work for Heretics to do. Give a little bit of relief to the two players on site. This could be huge. Sees one of the ropes as well, but not going to find him first. Wolfen connects, and now things are looking dire for Heretics. Outside of a hero play of Over, he manages to get a trade, brings it down to a 1v1. Wolfen's just snaking his way around and finds it out. It's a big 3K for Avova 3 rounds after his previous 3K.
Avova off to a fantastic start here.
Took a slower start to this round coming out from the side of Heretics, but slowly working their way up towards pushing on the south side. But look at the stack on the other side of this smoke. They're ready.
It's about to get real spicy. This dog runs into the site for this one-up rope, so looking for a fight down there. That's on Trex. Trex finds the first one as they push out through the smoke. A little bit of insanity, and through all of it, Mixwell lurked into arcade, got up onto site through tower.
I think that was so close there. You'd have lost the Viper and the Viper's Pit in one stroke, but managed to keep himself on side. Seeker's coming out on top as well. For Heretics, they're starting to get in, but Mixwell's gone down. Viper's Pit's offline. This is a good ender.
Yeah, looks like Kellogg's has to find this fight on the south side. No Starzo is in the area off the ult that came through.
Flash comes through. They know that he's here as well. Pretty much a guaranteed direct 1v1 to come through, though. Comes out on the swing, but we're still in the animation again. He's gone out. Tagged down as a result. Now Vova's got to do it again. His third 3K of the game is calling.
Shadows travel.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go real fast, my friend. Spray comes through, but Starkso with the pre-fire was just ready. Coil, another one here to bring it up to 3. And here straight away, the push is coming on the north side. We've had the Sky Flash come out towards Ditch. They know that no one's there, and now they've got to make it happen. Showstopper's out. Starkso cannot get away from that one. Stopped in his tracks. Out comes the hack as well. This one should be a comfortable round coming out for Heretics if they can get away with this execute.
That was wicked from Kellogg, just putting the team on his back in that round. How does the retake come through, though? Shadows has just about full util, no Aftershock, but it's Coldamenta fighting into main that's going to be so important. I think calling Shadows into this is going to be their best way of battling back.
Oh, great flash sync as well coming out. Coldamenta on the swing off the back of the breach flash. Beautiful little bit of team play coming out from Koi, but if Over's here and waiting, almost gets Shados, but not enough to put him down.
Through all of this, Benji was able to find a kill. There's also a late reflank coming in from Boo. Took the zipline from north side down here. Benji goes to the swing. Benji finds the 5th for Team Heretics.
He's loving it. He is lapping it up down there. Every single time there's a killer around, he's absolutely loving life.
Wow.
Though they're good on the attacking side, defense is going to be the difference maker.
Yeah, they're zooming on in here. They have the read off the Sky Flash name main. The V is going to be soft. There's a judge up in heaven. Dog did scout that out, so here comes the pinch. If it comes at all, Heretics taking their time as he just drops straight on down. 2 players waiting for him, though. And it's all down to this double flank from Starkso and Trex to turn it back in Koi's favor.
Lost the coin flip there, looked the wrong way. Could have been left or right. He chose left and turns out it was wrong. They've got the site control, not yet committing to the spike plant.
They don't want to plant because there's still a Brimwalt. If you plant and slant here, you are literally cooked.
And just run. It's going to have to be the answer from it. Still, here we go on this one going down with Trex being picked off there. They're not going to commit towards an ult here. Now it's trying to see what they can do. Starkso finds one for himself. All comes out on top. Suddenly, Koi start flipping their fortunes, but it's still a 3v3.
Yeah, the roast Sky for dinner there. Here we go. Benji Fishy flashed, has to fall back just a little bit. Both players towards tower. Pretty easy to isolate now for Koi. Another flash to fight on in.
Flash. Can they swing in and find kills? No, Mixwell's there to respond as well. The only player that wasn't flash goes big. Benji finds one. They pick one up for themselves all the way through.
We can't say anything else. We're just going to keep screaming.
And then you watch Mini, and his face never changes whether they win or lose.
Yeah.
Like the most neutral guy in the world.
A general air of disappointment. I feel that everything's not 100% perfect.
Even when he's happy, it's pretty chill.
Oh, the spike is in a bad
They are
spot.
trying. Oh.
Koi are sending it, though. Oh, my word. You guys have the spike, but they're still going ham. Shadows finds the kill.
I love it. They had the deep smoke against them, put one down themselves towards spawn side, and used that to push through the first smoke to actually aggress on the back of the showstopper. Really good aggression from Koi, and it's a great response to the aggression we keep on seeing coming out of Heretics.
A whole lot of time to work with here. Kellogg's fights back a little bit.
Jesus, honestly. This is a battlefield, and right now, Koi are coming out on top.
Didn't we nerf how many bullets are in the guns? I know we couldn't spam these quite as hard anymore. Watch spawn, though.
He's got away with it.
30 seconds
I mean, I'm surely he can't get away with this, but they've got to do something. They're sat on the spike, all three of them, and somehow have over and Mixwell have got to make this push work. It's going to have to be a joint swing coming out here, though, as well. It could go wonderfully, or it could go tragically.
Yeah, he has to open the door. He has to tell him he's coming on in there. They're pushing on forward. Shadows finds his third with the Spectre.
Beautiful.
And it all falls apart there. Koi secure the round. Expecting to see Kellogg's pick this one up here. As he does, just a little bit of protection from Benji from behind. Benji also has Spike, so potentially if he's able to find a body after planting that, he can get that online for some late round info.
Here we go as well. Showstopper out on top as well. Comes out with that one. Doesn't even find a target. That is not ideal for Kellogg's. Still, 1 for 1. In fact, 2 quick kills coming back the other way. Down to a 4v3 for Koi, and Tower's where it's at. Benji loves being in this spot. Another big 2K for himself. Now on the march on forts, and they get the pings onto these last 2 players. A right time swing here could very much end the round.
Yeah, Smoke will block this off, but Sarso still has plenty of scouting options available. Finally, Evo was able to get back with the team. He gets ult. He has the spike now. Smoke used too. Nothing to guard off tower.
They've got 2 flashes to play with.
Just a molly and a bird.
And the bird might just be enough here to give them what they need, but got to try and find the man. They know that he's there. He hasn't rotated away, but it's the fear of what if he steps out and goes to the spray. There's no molly left here. There we go. Stark so finding his man. Koi, not actually a bad half. But let's see how the second half plays out. And again, you're seeing Koi coming in with their style of a split here as well. But I like, again, the immediate aggression coming in. But look at this coming in behind them as well. The pinch could be horrific here as well. Calder absolutely slaughters them. Wolfen in for the third. Heretics have crumbled here in round 1.
Look at the smokes they put on site, too. They didn't want to deal with any site players. Pistol plan coming on through for them as Wolfen finds this first one. No, Benji Fishy is going to be taking it. A little bit isolated for now, but still a 2-player advantage off of a really nice
Spike
play,
planted.
kicking things off.
Here we go. Benji to be the hero.
He's fishing.
Benji Fishy. He's fishing.
Yeah, there you go.
Fishing, goes fishing pretty well, finds one for himself, but Mixwell's got 3 to find. He is on full HP, treks down to less than half. Doable, but extremely difficult, yes.
It's like some kind of a joke. A fisherman and a bartender walk into the A site. I don't know, and there's 3 players with guns there. Heretic's gonna fight back north side. You have the Paranoia, which is sort of a quasi-breach stun. It's line control, you know. Big, powerful crowd control ability. It goes out in a similar line to the breach stun. But with just a smoke, they can make it so that if anyone was to go dish, there'd have to be investment. They hear that flash over towards B now, so they're going to rotate off a dish.
Smoke's down.
It's that commitment.
Yeah, potentially they look for a reflank south side after the dog spotting nothing.
The breach flash was enough just to keep 2 players interested for long enough that they can now hit the site in a 5 versus 2. B site is gone at this point for Heretics, unless we see some real big hero plays coming out. He's in a good spot. Mixwell! And again, the man goes nuclear!
Man's out of his seat! They can't be sat down, someone give him a seatbelt!
What do for Koi?
And they can hold post plant for a long time. Brimble, mollies, pain shells, everything they've got it. Trex continuing to step on forward. Now the spike was canceled. The plant didn't go through, but they have the Cypher to reclaim. And now having to invest the ultimates, they don't just get spammed out on the opposite side. All that post plant util is now being spent just to fight back against Heretics, who are finding ways back into this site.
Just one at a time, one at a time. Finally the spike does go down, so now the pressure flips onto the other side. Heretics in a much better position here than what Koi arguably were on their previous retakes of this site. Again, think about the aggression we saw in towards mid with the util stacking. But here it's on the south side. It's an absolute demolition. Kellogg's still with the op in hand is hoping to find anything, but no one's giving him a time at the time of day.
It's all on Abova here. Find something. Sees Wolf in the corner, gets it. Can't quite turn around for the other, and now it's just the operator against the world. No time.
Finds one for himself, but still must know that there's one more here. Knows that he simply has not got time. Going to have to let this one tick out, and understandably, would rather save the op in this round.
Wow. Honestly, no op in question. Makes it a little bit easier to look for aggressive plays. All this time around, it is a very early Sky Dog up out towards Dish, and Koyer's blitzing into sight. They already have tower.
That's it, Molly's in, smoke's coming out, everything they need to really make their march forward work. Wolfen's in, all comes out on top of it as well. Dream start for the side of Koi, Showstopper comes in over the top. Not going to find the man. Well, Heretics really trying all they can to push back in. Seekers also came out on top of that one as well. But look at this, Shados is ready and waiting with that rolling thunder to come rolling across, and sure enough, there it is. Catches out 3 players, finds one for himself, but can't quite find the last. It's a 2v3 for the side of Heretics.
Not unwinnable. Kellox is very low, but Boo has a couple of flashes here. Gives the heal over to Kellox. They're not even going for the flashes. They just want to find some kind of a fight. Real nice end early. The triple swing around the corner, and Starzo carves out 3 on the round.
No, it's a real tough battle back at this point, and again, it just feels a little bit limp in the ult department overall. Here we go with that pressure we keep on speaking about. Wow. Literally flying in from above. It's Trex. It's not quite Superman, but it is the Grim Reaper. Once more, Heretics being absolutely slaughtered here. 3 are down. Site control conceded. We're going up towards match point.
Koi's adaptation to attacking this B site after the round where Mixwell just, hunted them around his own Viper wall has been really nice. They've realized Tower's been left pretty unguarded. Mixwell's like to play directly on site on B, so they are just flying into the site. Coldamente and Trex both with ultimates here. If they don't have to use them in the plant, the post-plant, the retake, just not gonna happen. Heretics have to get out in front of it. But they played B-site so passively, so on-site, now playing off as a matter of fact.
Here we go.
Oh no, Trex has the read!
Finds his man as well, Boo down below. That's all they need though, that one entry's enough to give them site control once again. Heretics, they struggle to win these retakes as we've seen all half long.
We'll give it to Benji Fishy. Has that north side flank coming, but he is zooming in. Starkso hurt him. Has to win his left.
Starkso's been on fire, but it's Wolfen. Even cancels out the opportunity for that 1v1 and gets the close down. Koi, they are absolutely demolishing Heretics here. They'll take the first map, 13-8.
Koi's attack looking nigh unstoppable from the pistol round.
But it's the information that he gives that kind of force the threat, the potential respect that you have to show to him. I mean, straight away, here he is, and this is what I mean by the threat that he can present. Starts out pretty big, Boo's in for a second as well. It's a good start for the side of Heretics.
Yeah, sending the clone all the way through connector as well. And that's a slow peek around the corner by putting it into the wall like that.
Down and ready for this push to come in.
And Koi won't expect a player down long either, because there's alarm there. They're going all the way back into deep sight. Mixwell finds one before being quickly traded. And Wolfen being so low HP here, Kolda has to go and hunt down for something, or the clock is not going to go with them. Wolfen finds one, finds two. That is absurd, but Kellox with that ghost makes it happen at the end. Looks like Team Heretics want to show a little bit of presence over towards A. This teleport should end up landing, right behind Pillar. That's where he goes to take this fight a little bit faster than you'd expect. It's almost like neon light with the timing you can get running down long there. And
makes use of the clone for the concuss to come out, found himself an easy kill at the back of it as well. All now being brought up by Wolfer, who just wants to get out of dodge. He's trying to find his man and will finally pull down Mixwell. 3 huge kills for him in the round. Has basically locked this one down for the side of Koi.
Yeah, maybe there could be something
online. Now they know exactly what's going down, so this should be the response coming out from Koi. Still, not too worried about pushing in hyper aggressively here. Wolfen's on for an ace, by the way. Oh, Bova just shuts him down at the very last hurdle. Plant will get stuck on the back of it, but this round, I think we can see which way it's going with 3 players still standing, unless a Bova can go massive, as we saw back on Fracture.
Ends quicker than it started.
Had a couple of big 3Ks last time, but it's not been carried across the Pearl just
grab
yet.
well to go on through. He doesn't hear the players creeping on out just yet. Oh no, Benji Fishy out on site. That was a full walkout. And with the wall there were no comms coming in. The op left out to dry. Heretics might have scrounged together an eco win. They're up numbers here, and they have rifles. Even the op in Avova's hands, who's fell back all the way onto long.
I was going to say massive round if they managed to pull this one off, and they're getting very close to doing it. Starkso coming up behind. Avova's ready, and he ain't letting him pass on that one. It's an easy shutdown, 2 left standing. The players that were out towards E side have pulled their way all the way over towards B, but yeah, by the looks of it, they want to hold on to what they've got here, just acknowledging this one cannot be won.
Especially on defense, that jet op is going to be exactly what you want. And in rounds you're losing, you're hoping to save it too.
You have sated my curiosity. Thank you very much.
I got you. Thanks for saying it twice. My ears aren't what they used to be.
And apparently neither is my voice. Almost in Mars said, out comes the over the top. Nightfall has landed down. I believe he connected TP in the back as well. Oh, but Shados gets the spin. Mixwell put in an early grave here as well. And even through the deafening, the decaying, the everything that's going on inside of sight, Koi managed to hold firm here. A 4v3 coming out. Sure, the Killjoy's coming down on top, but it feels like Koi have got this one locked down.
Benji's got a couple of mollies to play with, though. They have to play off-site. What does Boo decide? Had the option to go for a late reflank, but there's not nearly enough time to make that one happen. Boo's been spotted out here, though. Him versus Trex. That could decide the round as Benji finds one more.
Keeps on going. He's just dropping utility here, bouncing it around. One more to find. It's just Shados standing here as well and wants to find his man. He's on the hunt, and I really thought for a second Koi could secure this one, but Benji with 2 kills coming in from A main has done all that's required. Sure, Shados to step across, try and bait it out, but Benji finds a big 3K. Massive round for him, big round for the team. Wolfen, he's working his way through slowly. He's got to respect Benji, of course, but well, it looks like they're getting ready for a hit here as well. Out comes
oh no, he's cooking.
Did he intend? I'm not sure that was fully intended, but lands himself in hot water and is finished off, no questions asked.
No, he did. That's the normal teleport he goes for. Koi, they're pushing on in here, and Trex is lying in wait. Only Benji fishing alive against 3, and nowhere really to go. Spike stuck out on site.
Can he swim upstream, or is he due for the fish market? He's up for the fish market. Hook, line, and sinker. Koi pull themselves in the lead, back out to safety. Nice little play there, just give a lot of information. But the team need to act off the back of this. They've half got sight, worked out towards the west side too. They've got what they need, but Koi are here, Shados especially. 2 big kills, 2 more follow. Koi simply will not be stopped. I mean, the smoke really should come out here before they try and push their way through. Here they go.
With the smoke, with options to teleport, Wolfen has to hold a much more passive angle here. This is the pathing Mixwell's taken. It's around that right side. He goes for the swing.
That is such a killer because Benji just got orb as well, was in a spot to make use of the lockdown, but taken offline.
And he did it because he saw the Astra Star get put on his feet. He said, now's my time to go.
Got that as well. That's
They're getting pre-ulted. What is going on?
They're just ready, and it's the right play because it's forcing Heretics now to get desperate. They're pushing in for the ult, but they're being slaughtered where they stand. 2 kills come through. They fall into the Koi trap. This looks to be an 8-4 coming out for Koi.
Koi are looking solid, and Trex is on the hunt. The 8-4 is going to come through for them. This would be the way to make that run go back. You look at over in Americas with a team like Crew, there are options here. It's why it's last chance. Cold Fire, and it's why Heretics are absolutely shredding inside of Art.
Deleted them on the push through, and they had the right idea. They had all the information, just couldn't win the gunfights. Destroyed. 2 left standing, they find 1, but Benji, well, someone's fed him this morning because he is popping in this round here. Finds himself 2, gets traded out here as well. A comfortable round for Heretics.
There's options now for Heretics to stack B a little bit more aggressively. Although the TP that Mixwell just sent out, I think will eventually creep over and give him the option. No, I think that's pretty much stuck.
I mean, he still finds 1, he's good for 1, but they find him through the clone off the back of it as well. Ults come out and Koi exploding towards the site down B long here. They managed to get rid of Boo. It's a good start to clear out the site. The last 2 players of Heretics rotating over. But Koi, for, I don't want to say the first time, but close enough the first time, are in a spot where it feels like they're in control.
Oh, poor Benji. Get on out of there, buddy. The Gravwell's in. He's getting pinched by Starkzo and by Shados. That gives B-Link control, and that's going to be another save here. Renaissance era pies.
Renaissance. Okay. Shark comes on through. Wolfen straight in the back as well, being tagged down by the Nano. In fact, both of them are eating him up. One on the stairs, one in the middle of side as well, and just walks from one straight into the next. Not really ideal here. Mixwell's in, feeding out the information. Just spray, and they still can't quite find their man. Benji are getting finished off, but as well, but in comes the lockdown on the back of it too. Heretics really hard committing towards forcing this one through. They've got the numbers advantage. And Koi looking in a little bit of hot water here. Trex ain't long for this world, I'm afraid.
He was just begging for someone to fight him, and it didn't come in until it was too late.
Wrong spot, wrong spot. Not going to have to find the man here.
No one can find this spike. Everyone was trying to spam, but it will go the way of Heretics.
Coming out from the backside though as well, so there's a bit of a pinch coming in. They're going to be wary of. Wolfen strikes, so they make their way forwards, look for what they can. Benji's good for 1, but immediately has to drop back away. Pinned him for a second here, but deals with Trex as he pushes round. Down goes the spike. Coldamenta finds one back on the other side, and now the plant is going down. Cosmic Divide comes over.
All eyes on Shadows going for the late flank around. Looks like Heretics have been stalled out. They're not pushing off the flash, and that gives the opportunity, and Kellogg shuts it down.
Point blank range, up on top as well, looking for one more. Kellogg's is good for another. 3 in the round with the op. Seekers were on side and available to use, and sure enough, out they come, the march on forward. Rounding their way through towards R here as well. They find the turret, but still looking for their man. Wolfen's been here 1,000,001 times, and this time around it works out. Out come the Blades over the top. A lot of smoke down though, can't really see too clearly. Avova's going to find one, just dodging away from Wolfen's watchful eyes. And Kellogg's is ready in response to his in return to the other.
Avova even finds the spam down. Wolfen has to go on a rampage here. All 3 players tucked over towards Secret. Kolda finds a couple. 2-on-2 now. The chance for the spike to be planted is here.
Down and out. Potential opportunity for a bit of spray to come through on the wall there from, I believe it's Avova. Didn't manage to find it. A Cosmic Divide coming across now. This is a saucy one.
Oh, you can be knifed through that wall though.
Yeah, both sides looking a bit risky. They have no idea just how close they are, but they've got at least the idea. Poking their head through for at least a quick second here. Ready and waiting. Springing out at the same time. But I think it was Shados who was placed behind them all to saw the wonderful lineup. Oh,
If you want to make that reliable.
Benji, hero moment. Potential, not quite. Starks with the shutdown onto him. Just a 1-for-1 in mid. And now they're wrapping him behind here, so taking a different angle, but still the same site being hit.
Oh, Mixwell can't find it. That could be brutal. 20 seconds left. Boo still up towards heaven. And with Mixwell falling backside, it all comes down to Boo. Sees Trex around the corner.
Won't be able to stop this going down either as well. He knows that he's being watched from a couple of different angles here. Avova's on the underside, finds one. Avova goes big with 2 and makes it a 3rd! Heretics look cut, but Koya just one step better here in round 21.
Benji ready to just guard the right shoulder of Kellogg's. This op really hasn't ever been in mid before.
You should run.
Yeah, they were thinking about it. Killjoy first planted down by the attackers, as you come to expect, and normally it's the other side that then has to respond.
I think they were really hoping,
though.
They were really hoping to draw the enemy Killjoy ult out. I think they didn't want to play post plant with the KJ, and that's why they're not committing, because it's not really a true fake. They are working into connector now, but a turret will interrupt them.
That's a big investment as well. Benji's got work to do, finds one, almost found 2. Same as last time mid though, it's a 1-for-1 down there for Mixwell to go huge and find 2. Finally traded out. Only 2 left for the side of Koi, it's looking precarious.
Kellogg's waiting here with the operator. Here's everything, and he don't miss. Comes in for another one.
If only.
It's a classic Kellogg's moment, but it's given an opportunity to Shados.
In the play, they're up on high, or he's up on high, sorry. Now he knows where the play is coming from. Spotted out by the horn. Works in as well. Good spot here to trigger this one off. Might find him out. Toss away at just the wrong second as well. A couple of pixels away from that one.
One enemy
Oh, finds it through smoke. One left standing. Avova's been huge so far. But can he win out on this one as well? Blue Pro's fake. Avova finds the kill. Absolutely nuclear for Heretics in this second half. Up to 12 and 10. And it feels like it was written in the stars.
That's bought a little bit of protection. Benji Fish can go for an early lockdown in Art if he wants.
They can afford to invest the ult because they're the ones in control here. And in control they are. Wolf on the first one to fall. Holding back now, just waiting. Killjoy on top as well. So many ults coming out in this round that are just all working against them. But Starkstow gets in the back and goes nuclear. Trex one more. It's on to Benji. Seekers, players, everyone's coming. But Benji's still going.
Shados has to protect Coldamenta. Everything, there's no time, 5 seconds. It's winding away
right
from
now.
Heretics.
And they've not got the time now. I'm going to find the last man. He's long tucked away. Job's done. Heretics force us through to the 3rd. It's a repeat of what we had last time these 2 teams played.
Committed on forward here. Shados just dancing around the smoke here. Can he find anything with the paranoia coming out? Not quite.
Narrowly must have missed out there as well. They've got the controller site they were looking for. Here comes a slight reflood, and it's an absolute slaughter. Hell really being given its name there as Heretics are absolutely destroyed on the way through. Avova gets one back, but he can't quite find Trex.
This is the horizontal wall I was talking about. Makes retaking for A a little bit simpler. And it allows your Omen to play maybe a little bit more aggressively on the opposite side of the map. You don't need his smokes for the retake. Oh my word.
Gets away with it though. But it comes to over the top as well. Layering and looking for what they can find. The knives are indeed out. Wolfen's in finding at least one for himself. But it's what comes off the back of it. A couple of kills for Koi is the answer.
That is ridiculous. 4-on-2 now. No, the money was not perfect. Starkso, just a Marshall bot at this moment in time. You can see Mixwell has to fight forward, needs someone to step into his crosshair. He can't afford to rest on his laurels, but with the blind coming in, he's taken down. Koi are steaming on through. Benji can only find one, and Koi have bounced back after Pearl. So another bird will be used.
Blinded.
Starkso.
Oh, and they'll catch it.
Starkso's really on his own for information. Yeah, using the Seekers even too. It's a tough spot to be on that sky with no one really spotting to help you. Has to use the entire kit.
Smoke's come out straight on top, and Kellogg's has none of it. Wants to force his way in, but Wolfen's going clay. Pigeon's shooting. Kellogg's taken offline, looking for one more as well. 2 quick kills coming in for Heretics, down to a 3v3. Starkso's got a no! Starkso knows! He slaughters them! 3 kills on the bounce to close things out. What a round for Koi! They're not going to have as much stall this time around as they did previously. Nightfall over the top is well placed. Calder finds one, tries to TP out, but gets tagged up by the aftershock.
Post plant, though, they have some really sweet ultimates. If they can farm out another kill, that's a rifle now for Benji. Benji's going to slam the lockdown. He wants to win this round.
And that's about it. They've closed everything out. They'll try and do what they might, but there's nothing to be done by the other side. They've forced their way through. Heretics in the control they need, 3 versus 2. But this lockdown is going to come into effect.
Oh, no!
Oh, pain. Nothing but pain. Do they know? I'm sure they'll check it at the very least. Now they most definitely know. And Kellogg's is there. Beautiful little trade play coming out. Breach shot immediately over the top. Starkso just going to pretend he's not here. Pretend it doesn't exist. It can't hurt you if you don't know it exists. Trex is out to find one. Starkso's still here, and he's waiting for the swing to come through. He has been so patient. Finds one, doesn't realize that one's backed it through. The Viper Pit comes out at the same time. Starkso's still in position and able to do some work here. Swing comes on through, and Koi has shut down this attack.
Starkso owns that spot outside sewers. What a beast! Dancing around the smokes. Now all left on to Boo. Boo is actually finding a chance here, but no, Starkso shuts that down immediately. Everything is on Benji and Mixwell here. And Benji's been quite good, but unfortunately Mixwell will not find his this round. And that rifle, not the easiest to recover, knowing there's an operator in the area.
Wolfen just better, sadly, on this day, on this occasion, as things are progressing. 2 quick kills coming back for Koi. Well, not unexpectedly, very expectedly, given how the buyers came into this round. Wolfen doing work with the ult once again, too. Still 2 left standing, and Boo will find one. That's offline at least temporarily, but really can't stick around for this.
Wow, that dog from A lobby just cleared so much in mid. Tells you there's not anyone really stepping up outside of B, so you can see Koi very concerned about the garage walkout, playing a very deep position into garage. Actually, I think that's just a jiggle or a jump peek from Kolda. So the only way out is straight on to see sight right into the crosshair of Trex, who gets floored.
Okay. Okay. Suddenly this starts to look remotely doable. A TP towards spawn.
And Starkso heard that. The Seekers are also tracking down both these players, but a pinch is on the horizon for Starkso.
Right. Now this is where the two come to a clash. Again, it's been a Vova that's mainly worked his way out through sewers here. Starkso's been a hero holding down his position, but they know where he is. They could swing in together. And Heretics have just found kill after kill after kill to bring things back to a 2 versus 2. Given it was 5v2, this is a massive blunder by Koi.
5 on 2 with one rifle, maybe, on Heretic's side. They pulled out something incredible here. Shados gets chipped just a little bit.
Oh dear, oh dear. Boo's ready. Not really going to be fully able to swing this one together, but they aren't the ones who have to move here.
He can see over the smoke. He's looking right down on top of him. Oh my God! Down everything. 4 kills on the round. It's all on Wolfen, though.
He's holding in a good spot, ready and waiting. One steps round, and he's got the angle for the headshot just perfectly ready and waiting. Finds a second, finds a third. Oh my God, Wolfen slaughters almost everyone. Vova will put down the killing spree, but he's all that's left. And just like that, karma is dealt back on the other side. Heretics turn 1 round on its head, and Koi come back and do exactly the same in the next. Here it comes. Straight over the top to the swing in too soon. The answer absolutely is no. And Wolfen forced away. They want to chase in deep on this one, but aware that he is well and truly legged it. He is out of there. And sight has been conceded. But they're working their way back in here as well. Koi really fancy fighting this one. Why wouldn't you? It is the last round of the half. So many ults online.
And with the lockdown coming in as well, Heretics, I don't know if they have time to actually fight forward. Double updraft from Wolfen. He's looking for something. It's not quite there. Boo wants something. 1 second, 2 seconds. There will be nothing afforded him.
No players attaining that can now flood their way back forward. It's a retake upon retakes at this point. But Koi are going so aggressive towards long. Kelox gets 2 for himself, but it's not quite enough. They're still where they need to be. A TP away, a Vova in the place that he loves being. A sewer rat crawling on forwards, and it's 2 kills for Heretics. They get the 4-8 half. Koi in a good spot going on to the attack. First 2 rounds are going to be the big ones. That's really going to set the pace. I think if Koi win these first 2, say goodnight, Heretics.
Oh, it's a 1-for-1 to kick things off. Dash down short, as a matter of fact. Wolfen getting way in front of it. Now Spike still left outside of grass. And this is the stack, the raise, the fade, playing
Sees
together.
a lot of them. Sees 2 tucks in as well, but in a spot here where he's managed to get past at least and working his way up through sewer. It's the reverse effect. It's Wolfen working his way up behind them here slowly.
I don't know if Kelox and Boo bid on that. I think they're expecting the embed. It wasn't a perfect smoke cross. The timing could have worked that he got out. Now another timing.
Unfortunate timing and a rare C-push coming on through, but they've got control of sight. Koi bringing 2 down, and Boo and Kelox have got it all to do.
Oh, well, well, well. Perfect information from Wolfen on the lurk. Here's everyone. So they're going to play 3 players off-site. They want to stall as long as possible. Don't give early fights over to Heretics, because that flank will destroy this retake.
1 enemy remaining.
This one, yeah, is now going to look real painful.
Oh, they got a talking to in halftime. But there's no way, because the way they were playing the first half, they would be up 3 versus 1, even 2 versus 1 sometimes. They would play really aggressive, even back on Pearl. That is a different look. Up
3 of them
4v1.
sat watching sight.
Yeah, 4 versus 1 with 3 down long on pistol, and you're giving that up. That's the right call. I love it. But you can see they are going to play this one by the books to close. They know how much it matters. No, don't give him the ult orb. Don't give him that. Yeah, okay. There we go.
Denied away.
Raise ult more impactful than Viper ult on attack this time. Just to get that walk up. It's a fast hit into B. Just an alarm bot to spot them out there, and a very easy plant for them.
It's what they want, right? It's trying to get out of dodge and divide away. Just managed to just about get away with it. 2 quick kills, though. Heretics, as mentioned, starting to really wake themselves back into this, but now they've got to hunt down and find these kills. There's one tucked in close as well. They know about it as well. Now they've got full visibility. The smokes have expired. This is where it gets a little bit ropey. Not for Heretics, though. 4 kills to their name. Trek's all alone by himself. Molly comes out, but doesn't find his man. He'll opt to save here.
I think Koyo actually caught themselves in a weird timing there with the Viper wall, and the alarm bot should just be placed inside the Omen smoke. You can see it down long, and that gives you some options. You can hard hold short if you're solo, right? So you have control over both lanes of the site.
Kelox, almost in spot to catch over the top of the smoke. Paint shells coming out, just trying to bait them for now, but we've already seen the jet come all the way through. Wolfen once again deep in the back line, and the aggressive Viper spin comes out. Now in a spot they've got control of the B site, they're really going ham for this site yet again.
But they're not going into B. Look at this, they pivot into C. The trick, as old as they come here, Spike should be planted with relative ease as the fight goes into Link. Sarkso falls back just on 8 HP. It is by no means a clear-cut round.
There's at least enough to waste a fair bit of time on B, as you say, because now it's for Heretics to force their way back through, mainly through spawn. And look at this, Koi sending all 3 players in towards Garage.
Yeah,
they want to get a backstab on here. 1 player being left behind, make it 2. Seeing what they can do here. This spot starts, so Outflash comes on through, and he'll get out. One comes through, the second one on the rifle, but no. Benji finds his man. 1 left standing here is Benji in the 1 versus 1 against Starkso. Starkso won't lose it. Benji will be kicking himself for that one, but it's Koi up to 11.
Here we go, though. It's a split into the C site.
Seeker's coming out over the top as well, just going to at least for now force the defenders back. Give a little bit of room towards Koi, and with that space they capitalise. There's one in the back, he's got the right idea, trying to shoot skyward, but not quite finding his target. It's Mixwell on towards one side, and it's a bit confusing. A couple of players on site, one dancing around inside the smoke. Who else other than Starkso? Gets one before being shut down, but sight is theirs. The TP over towards A.
And Heretics, all their ultimates just fought on site. They weren't playing off site, they weren't playing retake, anything like that. It is now 2 against 3. Koi with a chance to go on to match and series point. And it's all Trek spotting out a Vova, finding it, but no, Boo in the 1-on-2.
Has the right idea and finds his man. 3 in the round, all as well, committing it out because he knows just how much this round means. Has the trails going up now? Does he know him inside of heaven? No, he doesn't.
He has to know. Yeah, the trails go up ramp. He has a perfect idea.
He can't win it like this. This is his problem now. He's got to force a peek to come out. It comes on through. Obviously a little bit low on sound here. He has to force and look it out, but he should be able to win this one out. Coldamenta takes it through, making use of that height advantage. They've got a couple of big ults to play here, big space makers as well, that they can make use of on the defensive side, but you've just seen the mobility of Koi, the willingness to poke forward, find information, and rotate over towards other sides.
They're fighting forward again.
Has been their strong piece, but they're forcing in, yeah, and they aren't abandoning sight. They're holding pretty tight. They have no idea that Wolfen, yet again, has just marched his way forwards. Showstopper comes out. It feels like too little, too late. Boo, yet again, has got it all to do against 3 players on the side of Koi to keep them in it. He's going to find one. But here we go. Ult comes out. It could not get much harder than this. Gets swung on. Coldamenta closes it out, and yet again, Koi win the El Clásico here in the LCQ.
Koi pull through.